do the last one of this little kill team of Thousand Suns. The first time I've ever painted these models. You do indeed, Jim. You get to catch the second one. How are you, my friend? How's your Saturday been? I know, it's nice. We get to do a double stream on a Saturday sometimes if we're lucky. Even doing some retro gaming, retro on a Saturday. My goodness, it's retro Monday, James. You're playing PlayStation 2 on a Saturday. Messing with the agenda. Nice. That's a packed day, Jim. Yeah. Did a podcast. Got his haircut. Fixed some stuff on Twitch. And is now doing some scenario stuff for future games. Been busy. It's Saturday, mate. Rugby tomorrow. The next month or so. Okay, fair enough, buddy. Yeah, tomorrow's Sunday, so you got rugby. You got rugby tomorrow. You can stay up as late as you like, but just remember you got rugby. BVSS, we call it. Okay, good. I'll remember that. Well, this is the last miniature of the kill team, so my little experiment with Thousand Suns, I think it's gone alright. They've turned out good. It's been nice painting something I've never painted before. We even experimented with pigments to do some dirt and stuff, so that's been fun. Definitely do that in future. do think a Thousand Sons army would be quite cool, but my goodness, you got patience.
It's tough, guys, to play.
It's not tough. It's just you've got to have a lot of patience because it's all gold trimming, so it's all just going around all of the edges and obviously you could do it rushed, but if it's not neat, it won't look as good.
Yeah, it's weird. They're like zincs, but they're very like they really seem to be quite deep in it. Really armor. So I do find it almost doesn't really fit.
No, I don't know what the story is behind Thousand Sons.
Yeah, if I had to guess, it would be like Horus Heresy, or they just take the Chaos Armies.
Yeah, I'm obviously it's a Chaos Force, but I don't know like how they came about, and I might have to like watch a lore video on it or something. Unless anybody knows how Thousand Sons came about. Yeah, I bet they could. Yeah, I'm not sure what how many troops the Space Marines worth, but I'm imagining quite a lot. Against today's forces. Well, I think they say in the lore, Space Marines are actually very rare. I've got to let the dog in a sec.
The amount of times it like takes to cover space.
Yeah, I think they're meant to be quite not supposed to be as sort of. Obviously, the universe makes it look like an army ultimately has loads of Space Marines in it, but really they are very rare to be seen things. Hi, Ruland. Thank you very much for that follow. That's very cool of you. Did I play Burnout on the stream? I don't think I've done PS2 on the stream, you know. I don't think PS2's made into Retro Monday yet. It's a very popular console of its time, yes. The PS2 was like, yeah, very well loved. I think it is down with a lot of people as being their favourite console of all time, sort of thing. Do appreciate that follow. Hi, Rulan. If you're about, give us a hello. But obviously no pressure to talk. Thank you very much for the follow. That puts us on 339. We are on our way to 400. You're gonna die, Mr. Midge. Where are you? Come here. Because you're gonna be by. The problem is, as soon as you open that door, a blooming little mosquito thing flies in. Yeah, so this is when this guy's finished. This will be the 5-man kill team done. Although I don't know if it's still a legal kill team because they changed a lot in kill team. So I'm hoping it's still fine because, well, otherwise I'm playing old kill team.
To check if I know, I need to redo all my rosters now, don't I?
Well, technically we don't have new kill team yet. I haven't actually bought it, but so we'll be playing the old version still.
Yeah, but I think in Warhammer 5 we're going on to the new kill team.
That's racing important. They just took out a German half track with nice. Channeling the spirit of the Black Watch. The unstoppable mighty Black Watch. It's technically still true. They are undefeated in battle. my Black Watch.
Yeah, I did.
Because I haven't played them since the boot camp. They didn't lose a single game at the boot camp. They kick butt. Definitely the hardest bit going around the circle of the shoulder pad there, but that one's come out quite clean, so I'm okay with that. You know this guy's a hero because he's got his foot on a rock. He must be in charge.
That is a full, so yeah,
Well, to that army he probably is. It's all about perspective, James. You're in the 1,000 army. Yeah, this guy probably is a hero to you. You might not see him as a hero. Just because you're the bad guys, James, doesn't make you a bad guy. Wreck-It Ralph taught you nothing. Or Zangief. Has Zangief taught you nothing? It's not terrible, you don't know who Zangief is. Call yourself a son of mine. You don't know who Zangief is. Unbelievable. It's shocking. Flames make your car go faster. Fact. I'm not going to let you out, Dusty, because you're just going to go and bark. Hey, McGothbog. Thanks for coming in and saying hello. How are you? Very good, thanks, mate. Yeah. Currently trying to crack some very awkward angles on this shoulder. Hmm. What do I want to do about this stuff? Okay, right. So now I want my grey sear because there's stuff that's going to be a different colour now. I've used this like a just to basically return stuff back to an original colour. So this handle, I'll probably give people two guesses what this handle colour is going to be. It's the handle colour I always do. Yeah. You haven't got to look very far.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Yeah, I like it as a. I think it looks quite, especially for models that are like quite regally looking, like if they've got lots of gold and stuff on them. I think the red looks nicer. And these models haven't got too much any other colours on them, so it stands out quite nice. dropped it. A couple of weeks, I think, mate. They're like literally a brand new product, so. Right, second coat of this should. Might need to do 3 coats on the cloak. I think it's quite a big surface. Third coat on that's going to be needed. What can I do in the meanwhile? I might as well do these stripes. Mm-hmm. You bored? What are you gonna do upstairs? You don't have to go. You can put something else in if you want.
No, it's not that. I'm just quite tired.
Can you take the dog up with you and don't let her out?
Yeah, I'll be. No, that's. My stream. My dad.
No, no, mate.
You know.
You're gonna get better, yeah?
Uh. Yeah, probably.
So I think rugby. I'll check. I think rugby's 9:30. So really, you need to have your paper round done by 9 o'clock. Yeah. So you're gonna go out. What time? What time do you leave?
Quarter to 8.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, dude. My son James has his first job. He is a paper boy now. We've all been there. We've all done it. Actually, I don't know if everyone did do it. I certainly did it. Did. Doing the paper round. Well, he's starting to look fairly spiffing. feel like something's bit me on the blooming leg, innit? I knew there was a blooming mosquito or something in here. It's bit me on the leg, I can feel it. Son of a gun. Nice. They got it. They got it in the bag. Right, I need this to dry, so let's put the basing on whilst that dries. This is where we're up to so far. A lot of wet paint there, so I just need to start whacking this stuff on the base, because this takes a while to dry as well. Now this rock that he's standing on, I'm just going to hide it under this basing material. Can't be bothered to paint the rock. Gonna push this stuff up like so. It's a bit of a bugger to get to because this cape comes down pretty low. I don't mind it going on his boots a bit because we're going to put the pigment powder down anyway on the legs to dirty up the legs a bit, so it's not a big deal. Go with the lipstick, I think. Post it between his legs and then there we go. I think we got it. We got it. We got it. Let me give a bit of a shoot. So can we scream? If I can get one more follower this evening so I don't end on 339. I like to, it'd be nice to end on a whole number. Can we go 340? Who's going to be number 340? Can it happen? The dream. Can't pick up my paintbrush. Why can't I pick it up? It's too slippy. What's happened here? Huh. My screen went off for a sec then. Right, I'm not even going to attempt to try and paint that cloak until it's fully dried. My eagerness will be the ruin of it. I can do the gun now. The gun's dry. So I can do the gun, and I immediately paint over his hand. That's what mine. swimming dangerous holding a model that's wet in several places. You can see I've already put gold on its base, and I'm like, oh, for crying out loud. Almost if I sat here waiting for it to dry, it'd take forever. I'm going to leave that there for a sec, have a quick tidy up, have a quick drink, and then we should be able to continue. Smoke if you got 'em. Right, I'm still going to need the gold out. I think I'm done with that now. I don't need that anymore. I'm going to need me Ruin Fang silver. I'm going to need my pigment and my binder. I don't need my brush cleaner anymore. I've got my tufts. White jazz. Don't need me glue. Will need me little tweezers. I need a little crappy brush. Right. Double German assaults. Oh, nice. It's the Blitzkrieg. Me some tweezers for Malta. More tweezers. Everyone loves some more tweezers. And the mine aren't quite as delicious as some more tweezers. They are just some Citadel tweezers. Not quite as good. Come on, just dry. Dry, 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 dry. I'm going to give this brush a quick clean. Where's my soap? There's my soap. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Ugh. Clean me brush whilst I'm here. Right, I want my White Scar. Where are you, White Scar? No way! The Soviets lost on the last turn. Ah. Damn you, Germans. Damn you all to hell. Right, I need to give this a jolly good shake. The Germans have literally one man left. In that scenario, Jim, did anyone really win? You know. There's no winners in that battle. Hey, Earthox Minis! Or Erox Minis. Well, more than actually. Does that mean you're that way? In the Americas, maybe? No, it's not even. No, was it even? You'd have to be West Coast. No, yeah, West Coast. Welcome to Stalingrad. Thanks for dropping in, Erox. We are waiting for some stuff to dry. Not very exciting. Well, I suppose yeah, it could be the other way around. You're right, Jim. It could be Australia way. Sunday already. Yeah, that would make more sense, wouldn't it? Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, Sunday already. You're in the future, man. What's the Taiwan? Oh man, that's awesome. I don't think I've ever had someone from Taiwan before. That's freaking cool. That is a place I've always wanted to go, Taiwan. I've travelled all over Europe and America. I've never been. The furthest east I've been is Poland. I've never been any further than that. I will definitely go there. Ah, that's cool, man. Was that through work that you ended up in? I mean, obviously you don't have to tell me anything. It's your personal life, but like just an opportunity to go to Thailand and end up living there. Was it through a relationship or was it work? Oh, excellent, brilliant. It's amazing. I say originally from the States. Like my friend Oriskany in the chat there, who's what do you call Jim? A Floridian? A Floridian? A Floridian? What's a makes it sound slightly Star Wars. Nice. Michigan. I think I've flown through Michigan. Never actually. It's one of those places where I can't say I've been there. I think I've sort of transferred through there. You know what I mean? I meant to say like a Floridian, not a Floridian. You know what I was trying to say. I definitely can't say the other one. That is not. That's not okay. In this day and age. Floridian, which still sounds quite Star Warsy to me. Go and get your Floridian counted. Well, Ewoks, thank you very much for dropping in. Very cool to have someone from that side of the world. We are just finishing up the last of this Thousand Suns kill team. I've never painted these models before, so Thousand Sun models, that's for sure. I've had them sat in a cupboard for some time. I was like, man, I should get these guys painted. Been painting a lot of fantasy stuff, so this is a bit of a palette cleanser from that, really. Thanks, man. Yeah, this is the last one, so this will be the fifth person to join the kill team, which was a legal kill team. I have no idea if in new kill team it's still legal, but I'm just gonna go with my if it's not, we'll play old rules. But I don't think there was much choices for Thousand Suns, so I'm fairly confident it will still be legal. It's not like there were many troop options for kill team. Okay. That's looking on the money, I think. Right, now I need to do a bit of black wash here and there. Kill that midge if I can. Come here, you little... You're just flying around and biting me, I know you are. Yeah, we got it. Sorry, there was murder on the channel just then. But that little sod has bitten me twice already. Flandorian. Flandorian, there we go. Yeah, so time for some classic Nullin oil. Just going to use this to classically hide all of my mistakes. Well, I'm more using it not quite as a pin wash, but just to, in some areas, just make the gold stand out a little bit and the lines in between really. So chest here is a good one. This helmet piece here. Classic what? Yeah, mistakes, battle damage, all of those things. Cock ups, whatever you want to call them. This staff isn't finished. I need to do something better with this staff. Well, that doesn't look terrible, but as Bob Ross would say, just happy little accidents. Not mistakes, they're happy little accidents. My world, I created. So I'm not washing it all over, I'm just dabbing it here and there basically. Don't want to go too crazy. So that means it just tarnishes it here and there. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's in the crevices and stuff, I know, because it's dark in those crevices anyway, so a bit of wash just helps emphasize it a little bit. Oh no, look, I've missed his entire arm there. Look, that needs to be gold. It always happens. Alright. We've got an arm to do. We've missed an entire grate here on his arm. Yeah, don't worry. We got it. Well, at least we know the end of the world doesn't come tonight because, you know, Nerox is already there. Sunday's safe. We know there's a Sunday. That's always nice to know, isn't it? Because that is exactly how that works. Nerox is living in the future. Can tell us that it's all okay. Yeah, yeah. Could you give me could you just find out what the lotto numbers are for me? I mean I think it is going to be warm tomorrow, but you know, UK warm. It's probably not Thailand warm. I'm going to guess. Now Florida warm. You know, you guys could be you could be on a competition, but I doubt UK warm is quite there. Yes. Although this is not getting the lottery numbers, but I did used to. If you ever wanted to know if you were in the UK and you were decided you were super keen to know what GW's Games Workshop releases were on the Saturday morning, because they always did their releases on Saturday morning, you could log into the New Zealand or the Australian GW website late on a Friday evening in the UK and see all the releases. Because obviously they do it at 10 o'clock on a Saturday in Australia as well. So as soon as it was 10 o'clock, you could see them. It's not quite telling the future, but you know, when you did it, you felt quite cool. You were like, hey, I'm cheating the system. I'm sticking it to the man. Oh, and summers are gross. I mean, I'm a foodie. I'd love to go out there and try. Whenever I travel, I always like eat locally and drink locally. I don't want to go in chains and like that. So I love it when I get to travel, trying foods I've never had before. Uh, and that would be my main reason for going sort of to Asia which I've never, like I said, I've never been anywhere that direction. Unfortunately. We'll do one day. My son, who was just here a second ago, he's studying Mandarin for his GCSEs at school. I did say to him if he gets an A, which he might actually get, I would take him to China. Do a little boys trip out there. Of course it is, Jim. Those yellow and black dice, man, they are legendary. If you do come over in October time, if that's still a plan, you're definitely bringing some. You got to get to your local supply, man, because you know those dice, wherever they came from, they are sacred. Or was it cancelled? I wouldn't be. I mean, the world's still a messed up place, buddy. I wasn't 100% sure whether you'd be able to do it anyway. But my friend, the invite is always open. It will happen. maybe that's what we're doing. It's a good tip. Right, I now need my Runefang steel. Let me give this a good old buzz on the mixer. Ah, cool. He was supposed to get he goes to a posh grammar school, right? So, and it wasn't. It's only because he took the test and he passed. It wasn't where we wanted him to go. We had no clue he'd even be able to go there. But yeah, he's a smart kid. So they were meant to go to China as a school trip, and it kicked off. They were in the planning stages when all of the COVID stuff kicked off. Yeah, no, yeah. No, completely agree, Jim. Well, Jim, always count me in, mate. Whenever you can make it, you're definitely welcome here. So he's meant to go to China as part of the sort of curriculum. We'd have had to pay for it and stuff like that, but it would have been fantastic. So I did say to him that Uh, we will definitely do it if it's something he can continue and he wants to study. He's now studying it for his options, which is what you do for your GCSEs in this country, like the ones you're going to do at sort of 16. And so, you know, if he wants to do it, then we will sneak a trip out. Why not? He loved it when we went to Florida a few years ago. Before all this stuff kicked off, we went to the Epcot Center, and they've got that bit where you can walk around, and they had like it was like a food and wine festival or something that was on, and they had every country. Like there's a big in the middle of the Epcot Center. There's a big, I guess, pond essentially, and as you walk around it, they've got every country and every food and like a selection of food and drink from each of those countries. Um, and he there was the China space that he went to, and he went in completely in Mandarin, spoke to the lady behind the sort of cabin thing, and ordered the bubble tea, and did it all in Mandarin. He was so chuffed with himself. He was only, what was he at the time? He must have been 12 at that point. So yeah, for a 12-year-old, he did. I was like, oh mate, that's pretty cool. That's it. Yeah, the promenade. That's it. It's so funny because they've got you can go to London there, and they've got where you can meet and greet with Mary Poppins. And we were standing there talking, and these Americans were like, "Oh, you guys, you know, clearly from London. We can tell by the accents." We're like, "Yeah, yeah, we live in London." They went, "Does it look like this?" We're like, "No," because obviously what they had was like, you know, Mary Poppins London. It was like, no, it doesn't look like this. Maybe one or two places left in London that still look a bit old, but not much of it. To be fair to them, they did have an English uh, actress playing Mary Poppins, so there we go. That or she was doing a very good British accent. Alright, need a bit of gem paint. Here we go. This guy really only got one gem on him? Ah. Oh no, he's got one on his shoulders. There's a lot of stuff going on. Oh, Will Control, that's freaking awesome of you. Thank you very much for that sub. That's very, very, very kind. Thank you very much for that. Did my screen go off? It did go off. Oh, good. That's really awesome of you. Thank you very much for that. Super appreciated. Thanks, man. Hog indeed. I'm not sure I'm Pog. That's what the cool kids are. But that's super cool. Thanks, man. We're gonna see if we can push to. I think I need that goal's actually wrong. I think it needs to be 15. I need to get if I can get to 15 subs. That's when you can get things like an extra sub. No, yes, emote. Because at the moment you've only got one emote, and that's the Dusty dog that she you often hear her barking in the background, or sometimes she'll sit down on the cushion down here with me. And the reason why she barks is because she always thinks there's a fox in the garden. So the next emote's going to be a fox. But of course, darn Twitch, they make you work for it. You can't have emotes without the subs. They're just mean. They're just mean. I need to give you at least a couple. They don't even give you a couple. Give you one. But thank you, man. That's it's very pog of you, actually. Are you in the hobby, Will? Are you paint or play or? And now I'm just going to use some bright gold now, just to do some highlights here and there. Again, I'm not going anywhere specific. I'm just trying to think of where light might sort of hit it or where the edges are. So I try not to overthink it too much. Just go where I think, or even cover up. Because now I'm looking back at it, I can see where maybe I could have done a second layer or third layer in places. So I just use this to almost cover up some of those little imperfections, like the top of these braces here. Got top of the gun. think I've left a brush hair on there. Where's my little tweezers? Herox, if you're still there, what's the hobby scene like in assuming, well, I don't know if you are in the hobby or not, but is there much of a hobby scene in Thailand or where you are? Wait, Taiwan, sorry. 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 Brain's trying to do several things at once and I'm not thinking properly. Thank you for the correction there. Yes, I'm sure you know all about it, Jim. You're getting that name again. Sorry, that was my mistake. Yes, in Taiwan, is there much of a hobby or modeling or? Yeah, there are three friendly gaming setups here in Taipei. Always guys in there playing and painting. Oh wow, cool, brilliant. Trust you, Jim, to make a Thailand reference. You say you don't want to get a name for yourself. That's cool to have three nearby though, that's nice. The UK has such a lack of, like we have games workshops, but friendly gaming stores just don't really have them. Or we do and they're so few and far between. We have gaming clubs. But that's about it, but yeah. And even GW stores now, they're starting to disappear a bit. Our local one closed down a little while ago. But when we say local gaming store to us now, our local gaming store is probably 45 minutes away on a good trip. I'm not sure there's much else I want to do to this. I need to get the... I'm going to do the pigment piece next. I'm going to dirt up his legs. So, he looks like... .5 squads, both sides combined. Jeez, okay, yeah, that was a... Played games like that before where you just get absolutely annihilated in the first thing and you think, I'm not sure I can actually come back from that. Some pulls off some Hail Mary shooting or something. You're just like, yeah, I think that's me. 120 men killed, wounded, panicked. Okay, well, yeah. That doesn't sound good. Yeah, I need to give some of these games a try. What did I miss? You're saying hello to someone. I didn't see anyone coming. Got spiders, Jim. Ah, hey Tim. Trying to paint poxwalkers. That's not going well. Get this. Just go out and buy a pot of that and then you're alright. Just get some contrast plague bearer flesh. Go messy, you'll be fine. That is the beauty of painting Death Guard is you can normally go quite messy and you're alright. You're alright. No matter what you do, you can pull it back. More glass bone. Have I got any? I don't know if I've got any poxwalkers to hand. Oh, I've got I've got these guys. There you go. There's a like a 3-minute paint job poxwalker. did many of these. So painted them as fast as humanly possible, and it's mostly just contrast paint and a bit of technical paint. Oh, no good green. Ah, I mean you can always mix up a green, right? Oh, man, looks god awful. Yeah, but the poxwalkers, they're supposed to look a bit minging. Don't worry about it. Slap some brown wash on them, you know. Stick a bit of... If you've got any slime paint or anything like that, you know, where was it? Nurgle's Rot or anything like that. Looks like a 3-year-old did it. Get some Nurgle Rot in there. Trust me, by the time you've got like, I don't know, how many poxwalkers you're painting? Like 50, 60 poxwalkers. Once you're 3 foot away from them, they're all on the table, you ain't gonna care. You'll be alright, man. You'll be okay. Ah, cool, for Kill Team. Nice, nice. I stupidly painted up several thousand points of Korn, Nurgle, Zinch, and Slanesh over the course of a weekend once, and I have it all sat over there, and it's never been played with. It's just collecting dust. I have a great unclean one. I have a bloodthirster. I have loads of those blimmin' rideable bloke flyers or whatever they're called. Um, yeah, so many of them. And I've never even blimmin' played them. So don't worry about your paint job, man. Get them done. Get them played with. Like this set here, I've had this set sat in a drawer, unpainted for years. Barely an elf. Actually, true. That was my first army. Was a high elf army. So sad but also true. Right, I think this is pretty much done. I just want to. First, I need a bit of blue. I need a little bit, just a little bit of tidy up. And then I'm going to grab the pigment powder and I'm going to do the legs. So, this is just tiny, tiny, tiny amounts. Just where I can see the gold has sort of, just gone onto the blue, especially in like these little striped areas. You probably wouldn't be able to. Well, you would be. Like, I guarantee when I take pictures of it, that's. I hate taking pictures of miniatures because any little mistake you've made is just magnified by a camera. You look at it with the human eye, you're like, oh, that looks brilliant. I'm happy with that. You take a picture of it and go, who swapped my miniature for this piece of shit? Because that wasn't covered in mistakes earlier. Yeah. Whatever happens, you're going to end up with brown. Just keep mixing. And brown's a good colour for poxwalkers as well. These guys are rotten. They can be all sorts. But if you've never picked up contrast paints before, and you're going to paint up a lot of Nurgle stuff, if that's what you're into, honestly, painting Nurgle, any demons with contrast paints is what they it's literally what they were designed for. It's the best stuff. Like I'll show you. Look, my great unclean one, which is the biggest Nurgle thing I painted. That took me like, I think about 2.5 hours to paint that. About maybe 3 hours to paint this, and it's all just contrast and then technical paints. Um, like if you got to pick up technical, you've got to pick up contrast paints, man. They make life so easy. And I didn't want to go green because all the rest of the army was green, so I wanted them to look a bit more weird. So I went with more like purples and greens. But yeah, And then this is all just technical paint. This is all just the rust paint they do, and then a bunch of the blood and a bunch of the slime paints and stuff. Just threw it all on there, man. And it's messy in places, but I think it came out looking pretty cool. And again, once you're, your table's down here and you're stood up and you've got a whole army of that stuff, it looks cool. So I wouldn't worry too much. Mess it up, make it look gross. That's the beauty of painting Nurgle. Doing down here, are we dry? We look fairly dry. Right, so I need to get a bit of tissue. So what I'm going to do next is take some dark ochre pigment, some dark red, and I'm going to, like what I did with these guys, just sort of work it up the legs so that he's got, so it looks like they've been standing on a dusty planet with some, dirt going up the legs and stuff. But they're not quite as pristine as they are at the moment. Wow, that's what, 110 men dead? Jim? 110 dead in 3 minutes. Yeeks. Question is, Jim, war, what is it good for? Now this is I've only ever used pigments for this set of models. I've never done this before really, so this is still something I'm learning how to do. But I found it quite fun. I've got a little bit on the bottom of this spear, as if like he's rested it on the floor at some point. A bit of dust has kicked up. So there we go. Nice. What's it today, Jim? What is on the menu? We had wings today. I cooked. We just had big meat. It's only me and the boys here today, so we just had loads of wings. give this a shake. This is a fixing agent, so kind of splat this on top of the pigment, and it should, you don't want to brush it on, you want to just dab it on, and it should sort of hold the pigment in place without it turning into paint, essentially. If you brush it, then it will just dissipate. You just kind of like dab it on like so. Now, what I've done after that normally is dried the brush off and just added a bit more pigment on top, so I get a small layer. Again, watched a few tutorials, I've sort of used my own judgment on it a little bit. This hasn't been too bad, but I can't say I'm an expert. And really you should be wearing a mask, because these are little tiny particulates. And obviously if it falls onto bits of model that haven't got the bonder on, once it's dried, just take it outside and give it a blow, and anything that's not attached will just blow off. Maybe gone a little touch heavy on the other leg. You get the general idea, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, so I just need that to dry now. Now what I have got is a little desk fan, so I'm going to just aim that not directly at it, but near it. To help that. It's quite warm in here, so it should dry fairly quickly anyway. By the way guys, is my voice breaking up or does it sound okay? Does it sound crackly at all? Might just take him out of the base for a sec. I was getting some issues with the noise cancellation, that it was a bit crackly. It is a little bit, yeah. Thanks for that. Let me. I'm gonna kill it then. I don't think it's what. So I'm gonna. Hopefully, I should become a lot clearer in a sec. So I'm trying to use this noise cancellation technology that the RTX cards have, but it's not worth it, I don't think. So I'm just gonna go to this, and hopefully I sound better now, but there might be some background noise because now the noise cancellation is turned off. So hopefully that sounds better. Hopefully there's no crackling or anything. But yeah, once this is dried, that's my kill team done. Which is nice because I painted just before this. If you've not been here before, just before this, I painted 13 warbands for Underworld. So Warhammer Underworld. Oh, that's good. Thanks, Earthox. I keep wanting to say Earthhox, but it's Erox. Yes, I painted 13 warbands for Warhammer Underworlds, and I've still got a couple more that I want to do. But I was like, no, I just need a break. So that's why these guys got painted. So I don't know if I'm going to do another. I might do another 40k kill team, or I might go back to the warbands, especially because they just announced at Gen Con, didn't they, the next edition. I can't remember what it was called, but Warhammer Underworlds, and there's some cool miniatures with it actually. It's the orcs and it's the new orcs and some more Stormcast, but they are better Stormcast. What? I don't know what that is. Lorian board doesn't have a follow trigger. If you followed me, it should. If you're saying my screen, I don't think you've popped up on mine, but maybe I'll just check I'm not wrong. Yeah, yeah. So so we could go back to painting Underworld. I've got so many projects I want to do, man. Too many. Because I know I've even got non-GW stuff that I need to do as well. Wow, so many different things that don't especially like to play nice. Like OBS, Streamlabs, Lineboard, Torch Portal, Stream. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've not used Lorian board. I use Streamlabs OBS for this. The music is done by you can see it posts in the stream, Pretzel, and that's because it has a Twitch safety option, so you can't get copyright strikes for playing music. Okay, I've never seen that bit of software before. Oh, you stream as well, Erox? I will definitely give you a follow now. Then let me find you. If I press that, I don't think I'm following you already. I might be. I do follow most streamers I can find, but I am following you right now. Everyone else in the chat, if you're not following Erox, go and give him a follow. Well, I'm pressing the follow button and nothing's happening. What is going on? There we go. We are now following. Oh, that's nice. You make your own. That's really cool. Well, yeah, that is definitely a way around it. Is make your own music and have that playing. That's definitely a thing to do. Thanks for the follow, man. You are my 340th follower. I wondered if I'd hit 340 tonight, and I did, and that was you. So thank you very much. That's even more special. Yeah, it does. Yes. Oh, I should definitely try and catch you when you're streaming, man. Oh, nice, Jim. I'll see if I'm up. I'll definitely listen in. It didn't pop up. Right, let's replay it. Here we go. There we go. Little retro joystick there. That's the two things we do on this stream. We do painting miniatures, playing board games, anything tabletop. And then I'm also a collector of retro video games. So on a Monday I do Monday Night Retro. So all that gubbins behind me, sort of over there and over there, is everything from Game Boy and NES right up to PlayStation 5 and every generation on its way. We play old video games and stuff. Last Monday we played PS1. Before that, I think it was this Monday's N64 this Monday, because I picked up an N64 the other day. I now have a stack of games for it as well, and I have a HDMI converter for it, so I can capture it easy peasy. So this Monday we will be playing N64 for Monday Night Retro. Given the choice, the Super Nintendo is my console that's my preferred. That's my go-to. Ah, nice one, McGothmog. Come on, man, dry, damn you, dry. Yeah, so most of us on this, most of the people that come into here are from also a website called ontabletop.com, or it used to be known as Beasts of War. It's still known as Beasts of War to those of us that prefer that name. So that's the community that most of us are from. There's a Discord there, which most of us are from, and then a couple of us also stream. So Riskiny there, he streams some really cool, like in-depth historical battles. Like they're super cool. So he's definitely worth following and checking out. Mostly on Sundays, and what's the other night, Jim, that you do your battle reports? But yeah, he'd have to post his actual channel because it's not his name, it's the SitRep channel. So yeah, Jim, go ahead and put a link in the chat. But yeah, he's definitely worth a follow. You know, someone who has infinite knowledge of historical warfare and some actual experience of warfare. Not historical war. Well, I guess it was. It is historical. It wasn't now. So, you know. But yeah. There's also another show. Sundancer does pop in here, but if you search for someone called Sundancer _GE, I think it is, McGothmog, is it? He runs a show on a Tuesday night called the Hobby Hangout, and that is looking at all of the projects on Beasts of War. And there's two people on that show, and they kind of do a bit of critique and a bit of a look at all the sort of projects that are going on. So that's normally quite cool. Yeah, Sundancer, SUNDANCER _GE. McGothmog, feel free to post a link to it. Come on, this is taking forever to dry, man. It's really warm in here. Why is this not dry already? Come on, man. I need like a little hair dryer or something. That's what I need. I know people have, like, there are like USB. Yeah, that's true, man. Yes, absolutely. Yes. 100%. Yeah, there's Jim. SitRep podcast. Yeah. Yeah, I mostly stream. I definitely don't stream every day. I stream whenever I can. I don't really have a set schedule apart from Monday nights because I have that as my sort of gaming night. So I make sure I play. I like to play video games, but I never really get the chance. So I've kind of got that as my. I'm going to sit down and play some of this collection that I've built. So that tends to be about sort of 8 o'clock GMT time for a couple of hours. And then throughout the week, whenever I hobby, basically, I'll put the stream on because for me, it's just really enjoyable to sit here and hopefully, I don't always get always get people watching, but hopefully, a couple of people come in, we have a bit of a chat. We normally end up talking about. Actually, we've talked about everything, but normally a couple of times the conversation's gone in the way of old movies, especially old comedies and other things. We have a bit of a crack and hopefully get some hobby done. It's very casual. And then we literally watch paint dry, which is what I'm currently doing right now. Is as thrilling as this is, I'm watching this paint dry. Is there anything I could be doing useful in between? Let's give these guys a once over. Yeah, I'm fortunate that this space that I have, this hobby lodge that I have, is at the bottom of the garden, so it's completely away from the house and it's my own little space. Me and the kids are in here. My wife doesn't really know what's going. She's like, yeah, that's yours at the end of the garden. She gets the whole house, and I get this at the bottom of the garden, and I'm quite happy with that. I'm okay with that. But yeah, I mean, since the pandemic and stuff, it's become my office as well. So I work completely remotely. Is it because you're so far away, so I have to shout at you? Otherwise my voice won't get through the internet. Does she also put on a posh voice as well because she's talking online? That was always the thing that mums did. I remember my mum having a telephone voice. Yeah, man. I don't know if I probably can show you around a little bit. My microphone might go off. I don't know what microphone I've got set up, but this is. There we go. So yeah, it's the lodge itself is 13 foot by 13 foot, so it's a big square, and it has a 6x4 table in the middle. I have 3D printers over that side. I have my gaming section over that side, my work desk and everything over this side. Yeah, it's very nice. I'm very lucky. So yeah, there's no I've just realized on that screen I just went to, there's no mic enabled, so I went silent for a second. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, on the Discord. Yeah, so join that Discord as well. But I've got 4 kids as well. So the main reason I got into the hobby was, and I work in tech, so I know, I know that whilst tech is a great thing, it can also for kids be a bit of an absorbing thing. So I wanted to have something that wasn't tech based for me and my kids to enjoy, so that we could turn off for a bit sometimes. So I got into the hobby about 3 years ago. Much like 2015. So what's that, coming up to 6 years ago? In fact, 6 years this October, because it was October 2015 when I got the Isle of Blood set, and that's when I got into the hobby. We built this place. I want to say 2018, I think. And it's just to have something that, it's away from the house. I can have loads of gear down here. It's not, because this hobby obviously does clutter very quickly. Crikey. We all know that much. So but yeah, basically now I'm pretty much living here now, because when I'm not in here hobbying, during the working week I'm in here working. So I think I used too much of that bonding agent. It's taking much longer to dry. Right, I do need some grass tufts. That's what I need. So yes. Yeah. I think the chances of me getting hobby to be a part of my job would be, I'm not sure that's ever going to happen. Streaming would have to pay a shit ton more money for me, yeah, basically. That's what that comes down to. If man, I'd do it in a heartbeat. I'd go full time streaming and painting if it paid a shit ton of money. Bathroom is 10 feet away, kitchen 50, live 8% of my life within 800 square feet. Well, I used to be in, this all used to be in the garage. Not all of what you can see. I mean, the hobby expanded massively once I got down here, because I had the space to basically do whatever I wanted. But before it was just all tucked into the garage, really. So yeah. Do you have a basement in your house, Jim? I know a lot of American homes have basements, don't they? For like people have like man dens down there and that sort of stuff. It's extremely rare in the UK to have houses with basements because they're all. Saying that, my first ever house I owned did have a basement. But it's extremely rare. Unless you're buying very old houses, like Victorian houses, maybe. Even loft conversions now are quite rare. Most people, my house I live in now, we've extended it outwards and sidewards. I don't think we could do an extension in our loft. We'd have to build some sort of annex or something, I think. Yeah, this is nice being that bit away from the house. This garden's about 120 foot, I think. So I'm about, with this on it, I'm about 100 foot from the house. Right, I think, bar a little drying, this is done. I'm really just conscious of touching it because that pigment is a messy thing. But yeah, I think it's done. So I'm going to grab my bit of paper and we'll line these up and take a look at them. Right, let's bring the camera down. I'll give you a little look at what they look like all together. Yes, this is my first crack at painting Thousand Suns. I've never actually painted these guys before, but I think for a first go, maybe that light's a bit harsh. I can never get lighting right. I need to work on getting a proper set of lights or something. But yeah. Like all I did with the legs is that pigment powder to just dirty up the legs and stuff, which again you can't see because I can't focus. But yeah, I'm quite happy with that. that's come out quite nice. Yeah, what do you think, folks? That's a tabletop ready kill team of 1,000 Suns. Yes, the metallic blue was a stroke of genius from Genuine Vision. I originally was going to be lead. I did the lead belcher and was like, oh, I'll do lead belcher and I'll paint over it with contrast blue. This blue. So this is Talassar blue. And when I painted it on, I really didn't like the look of it. So I backed it off, and he said, airbrush it. Don't paint it on, airbrush it on. So that's what I did. I used the airbrush to so it's basically black, so it's primed black, it's overbrushed with lead belcher, so a really heavy dry brush basically, so it leaves black in the black is still in the inside bits. Okay, thanks very much for hanging out. Thanks for the follow, buddy, and thanks for coming in and checking us out. I will hopefully catch you yourself, but have a good sleep, man. Yeah, so then it's airbrushed this over the silver, and it came out. I mean, that shoulder, I could never paint that. That's such a smooth colour. It really worked well. So over the whole miniature, it's what's done it, really. Yeah. Now my only worry is the thing I haven't done yet is matte varnish them, and I don't know if I want to matte varnish them because I don't know what it's going to look like. I might have to just paint a piece of plastic, put the silver on, airbrush it blue, and then matte varnish it and see what it looks like. Because my worry is if it takes all the shine out of it, is it just going to look shit? So at the moment I haven't matte varnished them, so I don't know if I'm going to do that. Yeah. Anyway, I think that is it for tonight. That is another project done. Very happy. We must easily be into 300 miniatures now this year, so that's pretty crazy when I think about it. At the end of every year I always do a video where I kind of like show everything I've painted for that year, and I fill up the table behind me. I think the most I've ever done is like 295-ish or something, so I think I'm going to go over that this year, as I definitely feel like I've painted a lot more for sure. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to nick off. I'm going to take some pictures of this. I will stick them in the Discord and on my Instagrams and stuff like that. 1 minute a day keeps the doctor away. Well, yeah. I should hopefully, if I hit 365, then I'll be alright, right? So, thank you very much for hanging out, guys. Thanks Erox for the follow. Thanks Will for the sub, man. That was really cool of you. Thank you. We had Hyrulean as well with the follow. We hit 340 follows. Yes. So, you know, who knows? We could get to 400. Let's do it. Yeah. Thanks everybody. I'll see you soon. Yeah. Hopefully tomorrow, but who knows? See you later. I'll definitely